I am Amenoding Ismael, math teacher in grade 10 level at Piagapo National High School. In this video, we are going to tackle about the polynomials equation in one variable with higher degree more than 2. The objective of this topic illustrate the polynomial equation. In grade 9, you learn how to solve quadratic equation using the zero product property. In this topic, you will apply this same property to solve equation involving polynomials in factor form. You will also learn how to factor polynomials and solve general polynomial equation. Let us determine the real roots of each equation. Number 1, open and close parenthesis, x plus 1 times open and close parenthesis, x times 3 is equivalent to 0. Number 2, x squared times open and close parenthesis, x minus 9 times open and close parenthesis, 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. 3, x squared plus x minus 2 is equal to 0. 4, open and close parenthesis, 3x plus 1 quantity squared times open and close parenthesis, x minus 7 times open and close parenthesis, x minus 2 quantity to the power of 4 is equivalent to 0. Now let us proceed to solve number 1. Open and close parenthesis, x plus 1 times open and close parenthesis, x minus 3 is equal to 0. Use the zero property. So x plus 1 equate to 0 and x minus 3 also equate to 0. Then transpose the positive 1 to the right, become a negative, that is x is equal to negative 1. Then the negative 3 transpose to the right, this equation become x is equal to 3. Number 2, x squared multiplied by open and close parenthesis, x minus 9 times open and close parenthesis, 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, x squared is equal to 0. X minus 9 is equivalent to 0. 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Subtracting the square root in this first equation, so that is x is equal to plus or minus a square root of 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, your x is equal to 0. X minus 9 equal to 0. Transpose the negative 9 to the right side of the equation. So that is x is equal to 9. 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So, x is equal to negative 1 over 2 or 1 half. Number 3, x squared plus x minus 2 is equivalent to 0. Factor out this equation, that is open and close parenthesis, x plus 2 times open and close parenthesis, x minus 1 is equivalent to 0. So use the zero property product. So x plus the 2 is equivalent to 0 and x minus 1 is equivalent to 0. Then x is equal to negative 2 and here the x is equal to positive 1. Number 4, open and close parenthesis, 3x plus 1 squared times open and close parenthesis, x minus 7 times open and close parenthesis, x minus 2 quantity to the 4 is equal to 0. Use zero product property. So, open and close parenthesis, 3x plus 1 squared is equal to 0. Then, open and close parenthesis, the x minus 7 equal to 0. Then, open and close parenthesis, x minus 2 quantity to the power of 4 equal to 0. The next step, 3x plus 1 is equal to, take the square root of the 0, that is plus or minus the square root of 0. So 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So solve for x. X is equal to the negative 3 all over the negative 1 all over the 3. The next, x minus 7 is equal to 0. X is equal to positive 7. The open and close parenthesis, x minus 2 to the power of or equal to 0. So you can solve this as subtracting fourth root. So that is x minus 2 is equal to plus or minus fourth root of 0. So x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2. A polynomial of degree n in one variable x is an equation of the form e sub n times x to the power of n plus e sub n minus 1 times x to the power of n minus 1 plus dot plus e sub 1 x plus e sub o equal to 0. The e does not equal to 0, where e is a non-negative integers and e sub n and e sub n minus 1 and e sub o are real numbers. To find the 0 of the polynomial's function, solve the corresponding polynomial equation. The solution of the equation are the 0 of the function. Sometimes a 0 is repeated, in which case it is called a multiple 0. When a 0 occurs n times, it is said to have a multiplicity n. One method that can be used to solve a certain polynomial's equation is to factor and then use the zero product property. Okay, let us solve one example. Determine the number of the real roots of the polynomial equation. Root of multiplicity in R constant in times x cubed minus 10x squared plus 32x minus 32 is equal to 0. Okay, let us solve the problem. Factor of the constant terms negative 32 are equivalent to plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 4, plus or minus 8, and plus or minus 32. Divide using any of these factors as a divisor until you get the remainder of 0. So we write the synthetic division. 1, negative 10, 32 minus 32. Let us try a synthetic divisor of positive 4. So bring down 1. 1 times 4 is equivalent to 4. Negative 10 plus positive 4 is equivalent to negative 6. 4 times negative 6 is equal to a product of 24. So 32 plus negative 24 is equal to 8. 8 times the 4 is equivalent to 32. Negative 32 plus the 32 equal to 0. So, the factor the polynomials equation, that is x minus 4 times open and close parenthesis x squared minus 6x plus 8 equal to 0. Then rewrite again, open and close parenthesis x minus 4 times open and close parenthesis, that is x minus 4 times open and close parenthesis x minus 2 equal to 0. So, x minus 4 is equal to 0, x minus 4 is equal to 0, x minus 2 is equal to 0. So, x transpose the negative 4, that is x equal to 4, x minus 4 equal to 0, transpose the negative 4 become positive, that is x equal to 4, x minus 2 equal to 0, transpose to the right, x equal to 2. The number of the multiplicity, that is 1, 2, 3, that is 3 rods, that is equivalent to 3 real rods. Okay, let us have another illustrative example. Give a polynomial's equation with integral coefficient that has the following real rods: plus or minus 2, 3, and negative 4. Okay, let us solve. Create the equation that is x plus 2, x minus 2, x minus 3, x plus 4 equivalent to 0. Use the FUEL methods or add and subtract like term. So let us multiply the x plus 2 and x minus 2. So the result is x squared minus 4. Then this next x minus 3 times x plus 4. The result is x squared plus x minus 12 is equivalent to 0. Use distributive properties of multiplication over addition and subtraction. So, x squared times x squared plus x minus 12 minus 4 times x squared plus x minus 12 is equal to 0. Add and subtract like term. So, let us get the final answer is equivalent to x to the 4 plus x cubed minus 16x squared minus 4x plus 14 is equal to 0. And that is the final polynomial equation.